Hi, so my name is Bhagyashree, and this term I got an opportunity to mentor Helena. She's a sixth grader in GMS, and she's a very creative person who enjoys building things and what she loves painting and sailing in her free time. So this term she wanted to learn more about Python and build something fun and impactful. So she chose to build a game, a platformer game, and now I will let her take away the presentation and share what we learned along the way.
Hello, my name is Helena, and I'm a sixth grader at the girls' middle school. Next. My mentor's name is Bhagyashree. She's from India, and she works at Google as a software engineer. Her hobbies include biking and hiking. So my main project is Square, which is a platformer game. Where you use arrow keys to get to the green square and jump around on platforms. I chose this game because I like games and coding them, and I can also show this off to my friends. I use Pygame, which is a Python module, to code this game, and I also use command prompt to run it, which is like this. It's like this built-in thing I have on my computer that can do basically anything that like a mouse can do if you like just enter the right stuff. It's actually really cool. Next, my other project is tic-tac-toe. It's all text-based, unlike Square, and you have to choose numbers corresponding to spaces. Can I go up and like point? I go. So like this would be 0, that would be 1, that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So that's why it's asking you to enter the coordinates of like the numbers there. I chose this game because I wasn't that fluent in Python first to like do a whole platformer. So this was sort of like a warm-up project. Next. Some highlights I had during this mentorship was finding out about command prompts. Like I just played around with that for like a lot. It's kind of fun actually. And also getting smooth movement to work. That was one of my challenges actually, because before if you press the left arrow key, the square would move a little bit to the left and it wouldn't keep moving however long you have the arrow key for. But then you have to press it again to make it move. But now when you press and hold the arrow key, it will glide smoothly across the screen, and that's very satisfying, and that's kind of when it started to feel like a real game to me. So going back to the top, I coded a tic-tac-toe game, and I used Python, so I learned classes, objects, loops, functions, parameters, and all that Python stuff. And then I coded the platformer and learned Pygame. And another challenge I had was organizing code into classes, because I wrote most of my code first, and then I had to put it into classes to make it easier to like find stuff. And that got really confusing because I did not know what goes where, and then I had to take in parameters and all that. So some future updates or things I didn't get to, but I hope to add in the future, is jumping from platforms is still a bit glitchy for some reason. I will fix that. And then I'll also add like enemies or lava pits that can kill you and like send you back to the start. And I didn't get to the level design a lot, so it's really simple right now, but it's a pretty good platform engine, I think. Next. Here are some screenshots of my stuff. On the left here is a flowchart that I made before coding the platform. It's you follow the arrows starting from the start, and then you just do it. I made a flowchart because it's easier to see what you have to do when coding, and you just like map it all out first. And on the right here is some of my code for the platformer. This is a class up here. I don't know if you can see that. But these are some functions and all of that. There's some and stuff in there. Okay, next. Yeah, just play that. Yeah, that's like that. You have to get to the green square. Yeah, that's about it. Next. Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Helena. What questions do we have?
Yeah.
So you said you like to play video games. Do you look at those video games differently now that you've started coding your own? And what do you notice or think about?
Yeah, it's a lot harder than I thought. I did games with Scratch before, and if I see a Scratch game, I could sort of guess how they did it. But like Python or JavaScript or CSS or whatever, like those you have to type it all out, and that's like really different. So yeah, it was very new for me. And yeah, I'm seeing games differently now.
Could you say just a little bit more about the difference between Scratch and Pygame, I guess is what you use?
Oh yeah. He asked to explain the difference between Scratch and Pygame. So Pygame is actually part of Python, the language, the coding language. You have to like type everything out, like with a keyboard and letters, and it's really easy to mess up because like just one little typo and your whole thing could crash. But Scratch is like block based. You drag blocks and attach them to make a script, and then there are still bugs, but like easier to fix bugs. Yeah.
Do you like Python more or more gaming aspect?
Sorry, what?
The Python coding or the gaming aspect of it? Do you want to make more games or more Python?
She asked if I liked Python more or the gaming part of Python more. And yeah, I'm gonna keep making games.
What kind of games do you want to make?
I don't know. Yeah.
What do you have to use command line for when you're writing these games? You mentioned you spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out command line.
Command prompt?
Your command prompt?
Yeah. So she asked about command prompts. So it's this thing where if you enter like the right stuff, it's I think it's like an app on my computer, and then you can run code or open a video to play, or like basically anything. So I put all my code on this Visual Studio Code. I think you can still run on there, but I use command prompt, and you have to enter like Python and then the name of the file, and then it'll sort of run it.